Okay, everybody, a group of 4 will get one eye. So when you get it, it'll look something like this with all the muscles, connective tissue, fat. And the goal is to actually cut off all that tissue to make it look like an eyeball. So one thing to keep in mind as you're cutting that tissue off is to not cut off the optic nerve. So try to find that right away. All right, so let's get the other eye away. Now, when you look for some structures, the first one you will probably definitely see is the cornea, which is the covering to the front of the eye. All right. Now, the sclera is the white of the eye, so that's right here. All right. So what you're going to do is make a frontal cut. So make sure you are not cutting through the cornea, but just a little bit behind on the sclera. So what I usually do is try to make just a tiny little cut with your scalpel, and just enough so you can tell that you're through the sclera. Just make a small hole. Now once you're through, you can use your scissors, all right, and just cut all the way around, make a frontal cut. Now there is fluid in here, so don't press too hard. You could probably hear it. Okay. Now does anybody remember what the fluid was called? The jelly-like fluid? Vitreous humor. Okay, so we're going to see that right away. Alright, so we're going to cut it all the way off. Okay. Okay, so the retina is actually coming with it. It's that tan structure right there. Okay, so let's try to preserve the retina. It's not a big deal if we don't, but I'm just going to let it kind of flop out. All right, so see that jelly? That's the vitreous humor. Okay, so the vitreous humor helps to keep the retina at the back of the eye. So we already saw there it goes. There's the vitreous humor. Okay, so the tan is the retina. It's very, very delicate. And where the retinal, where the tissue gathers, that's the optic nerve. Okay, so we cut through the sclera. The black part is the choroid, and the neat thing about the nocturnal animals, deer, I mean this is a calf, a baby cow, so they have this iridescent blue color, and it can be different colors even. You can kind of see the blue on the outer edge, kind of blue and green and yellow. That's called the tapetum lucidum. It helps to kind of reflect any light that's coming in the eye, allowing to see a little bit better at night. Okay, all right, so we saw the vitreous humor. Now here's the lens. You guys see it's really hard. So I'm just gonna scoop it out. Okay, I'm gonna get all that jelly out of there, the vitreous humor. All right. And we can see the hole, so there's your pupil, and literally just around it is your iris. I'm gonna turn it inside out, so we already know the cornea is the covering. And I'm looking for the ciliary body. Now, it kind of looks like mushroom, like the underside of a mushroom. It kind of looks like there's lines. Might be able to see that. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. What else do we need to find? All right. Okay, looks like we found everything. So go ahead and grab an eye. Make sure when you're done you put everything in the bucket and wash your utensils off, dry them off, and put them back where you found them.